Hi, welcome back to another senior CrossFit video. My name is Chandler, this is Kira. We're gonna be your coaches for the day. We're gonna go ahead and move right into our warm-up. Kira's gonna demonstrate the movements that you're gonna be doing. It's gonna be 2 rounds of 5 air squats. This is the RX version, so she is going below parallel, keeping that chest up, staying in those heels. If you can't do this still, if it still feels uncomfortable, remember you can only go halfway, or you can squat onto a surface if you need to. We really prefer if you try to just do that half squat there, working on balance. Next movement we're going to be doing is 5 strict press, so no legs in this. Remember, tight core, tight booty, elbows up slightly under the bar, pushing that bar overhead. Remember, get that chin out of the way so we don't whack it on the way up. Last movement we're going to be doing is 5 calf raises. So just flat on the ground. Feel free to grab a table or a chair for balance if you need it. And you're going to lift up onto your toes and back down on the ground. Try to keep a tight core and a tight booty through this movement, squeezing at the top. If you can, try to do that without using a surface to balance with. If it's not safe, then grab something, but we want to make sure that you try and work on making those movements a little bit more difficult than what you've been doing. Once you're done with those, feel free to come back to us and we'll move on to the stretching. Once you finish up that warm-up, we're going to go ahead and move on to the stretching. Kira's going to demonstrate what you're going to be doing today. So the first movement that we have is going to be arms behind the back, and you're going to interlace the fingers and then straighten your arms out as much as you can, which is going to stretch out your shoulders and really your chest. Hold this for 10 to 15 seconds, and then you'll finish that up and move on to the next one. If you want to repeat it, remember you can also do that. Next one that we're going to be doing is a walking hamstring. So you're going to put your foot out, bend the leg that's not being stretched, lean forward and try to grab that toe. If you need to grab your shin or your knee, that's completely fine. Hold for 2 to 3 seconds, walk forward, switch legs, repeat on the other side. If you need to do this along the back of a couch or along a table, something to have that's sturdy that you feel comfortable grabbing onto, please do that. And you're going to do 5 down, and then you're going to rotate and then do 5 back. Once we're done with that, the last movement we're going to be doing is a knee to chest stretch. So you're going to grab your single leg, interlace your hands over your front of your knee and your shin there. Pull that knee to the chest or as high as you can, holding for about 10 to 15 seconds. And then switch to the other leg. Again, feel free to repeat on both legs if you need to. Once you're done with all of those movements, come back to us, and then we're going to go over the workout for the day. All right, welcome back. Hopefully you're feeling warmed up, stretched out, and ready to go. We're going to move on to the workout of the day. So we're going to be doing an EMOM today, which is every minute on the minute for 12 minutes. The first movement you should be familiar with, we have done this before, is a thruster. So it's going to be an air squat to a push press. Remember, we're staying in those heels, keeping that core and that booty tight, pushing through the top, bringing that bar overhead. This is the RX version, so this is the prescribed way that we do this. If you can't go all the way down, you can go halfway in that squat and then push press overhead. And if you need to, you can do it to a box or a surface if that makes you feel more comfortable. After that, you're going to be doing 5 dips, so on the chair, on a table, on a couch, wherever is sturdy and not going to move back. Dip down to about a 90-degree angle, and then push back up. 5 of those. And if you can't go all the way down to that 90, just go down as far as you can, coming back up to where there's no pain or it doesn't hurt. So if you're able to get all of that done under 30 seconds in that minute, feel free to add 6 flutter kicks just to make it a little bit harder. So we're going to sit back down on the chair, you're going to grip the side of it, and you're going to flutter those legs. So 6 each leg, so let's do 12 total. Should be able to do these fairly quickly. That's just an added bonus if the other portion of the workout is just too easy and you're finishing that and accumulating too much rest. So again, this is going to be an EMOM, which is every minute on the minute for 12 minutes. So 5 thrusters, 5 dips, And then if you finish at that 30-second mark, add in 12 flutter kicks and then rest until the top of the next minute. Once you're finished with that WOD, come back to us. We're gonna go ahead and move on to some cool down movements, and then we'll do our accessory work for the day. All right, hopefully you're coming down from that workout. We're gonna go ahead and do some cool down movements to get that heart rate to go down before we move on to the accessory work. So Kira's gonna demonstrate for us what we're gonna be doing. The first thing is a quad stretch. So grab a surface that you feel comfortable balancing with. Grab your foot and pull it towards your booty or your back. We're trying to get those knees parallel, so pull it back as far as you can without hurting yourself in any way. And then hold for 10 to 15, switch to the other leg. Feel free to repeat that once more through if you want to, if that feels good for you. The next movement that we're going to be doing is 10 cross arm swings. So make sure that you're switching which arm is on top every time. So you see she's got her right arm on top and then her left arm on top. So 10 of those. And the last movement that we're going to be doing is our chest stretch, our double arm chest stretch. So find a surface. It can be taller than this. This is pretty low. You're going to go ahead and drop your head through your shoulders, pushing down, really trying to open up the chest and the shoulders there. Again, it doesn't have to be this low. If you want to go a little bit more angled surface, you can definitely do that. All right, so our accessory work for the day. This movement is called a bird dog. We have done this before. So what you're going to do is bring the opposite arm and opposite leg up. Hold for a few seconds, bring back down, and then do the other arm and the other leg. Hold for a few seconds, like 1 to 2, maybe 2 to 3 if you're feeling really good about it. Bring back down, and then keep repeating. We're gonna do 3 sets of 10 of these, so 5 on each side. Feel free to take a minute to a minute and a half rest in between each of the sets and then go back and repeat. Once you finish up the accessory work, that'll conclude your workout for the day.